This is the Clearway 2. The power cord plugs in at the back here. It does also have an internal battery. The battery settings and the power settings are shown on the front here. This is it on mains power at the moment. It'll show if it's charging or if it's running on battery. On the other side, there's the port for the circuit for either Clearway or Cough Assist. On the front, the main buttons are the on-off switch, the manual controls, which you press upwards to deliver insufflations and downwards for exsufflations on the manual mode, and the start-stop button, which you use on the automatic modes. To switch on, you press and hold that for a second. The Clearway 2 will always come up with this message asking you to confirm that you have the correct circuit. Always look at this message and compare to the circuit that you've selected to make sure you have the correct one. You can plug the circuit into the side of the machine. And I'm going to attach it to a bag for demonstration. I've got 2 filters on, which you might choose to use, particularly if you're treating a COVID patient. Press the green tick to confirm that you have the right circuit. So this circuit does not have an expiratory port. In manual mode, you'll see this screen. You have the mode at the bottom and the insufflation and exsufflation settings here. You have a pressure gauge, which will show you the inspiratory or insufflation and the exsufflation pressures when the Clearway is in use, and the flow in litres per minute while you're carrying out your treatment. The Clearway 2 measures cough peak flow in exsufflation, or you can ask your patient to cough into the mask and you'll measure cough peak flow. It also measures inspiratory volume on the insufflation phase. You can set oscillations on the Clearway 2, which we'll talk about in another training session, and you can record a treatment. When you record a treatment, you can save that as a profile to use that again with that patient. In a moment, I'll demonstrate that. To set your insufflation pressures, press the insufflation tab, press insufflation, and then use the plus or minus to alter your pressures. You can also set the rise time, so you can increase the speed at which the pressure is delivered. 5 is in the middle, 1 is the steepest rise time, and 10 is a slower rise time. The exsufflation settings are set here. You only have the pressure to set. If the machine is locked, you'll see that this lock is shown in a locked position. You can press and hold that to lock or unlock. This indicates that the battery level is full, and further settings can be found in this menu. So if I was to treat a patient in the manual mode and I wanted to record that, I would press record, start recording first, and I would press that again at the end. Then I would start the treatment. Then stop. That error message has come up because we're using a bag for the treatment at the moment. I could then save that treatment to a profile, and then I would be able to run that treatment again just by pressing the start-stop button. And I can also preview that treatment by pressing the preview treatment button. So that's the machine in manual mode and a saved profile. If I wanted to change to an automatic mode, I can press that button and then I get the mode select menu again. Basic auto allows me to set inspiratory pressure and time, rise time, and there's also a patient trigger. This is switched off at the moment. If I wanted to switch that on, there's sensitivity from 1 to 10, 1 being the most sensitive. The exsufflation settings are in the same place, but there's also the exsufflation time to set on the basic auto mode. You also set a pause time, again using the plus and minus. You can also switch the oscillations on or off, and in this mode you have recruitment breaths. So you can change the number of the recruitment breaths by using the plus and minus. In this mode, when you deliver your treatment, the recruitment breaths won't automatically start at the end. You will be prompted and you'll have to use the start-stop button to deliver those breaths. This mode will deliver 20 cycles of insufflation, exsufflation, pause before stopping. You can stop that beforehand by using the start-stop button. You'll then be prompted to do the recruitment breaths by pressing start. The other automatic mode that we have is the programmed auto mode. So this is similar to what we often use on the Clearway 1. In addition to the insufflation pressures, time, we've also got the trigger again, and we have the rise time. We can also change the number of insufflation breaths before exsufflation. This is currently set at 1. We can increase the number of those with the plus and minus. And if we wanted those as stepped insufflations, we can use this button to increase so that they don't initially start at the set pressure and they gradually increase to that set pressure. The exsufflation settings are the same as the basic auto mode, and the pause time is also the same. The other thing that we can alter in the programmed auto is the number of treatment cycles. So this is the cycle of insufflation, exsufflation, pause. I've just set it on 1 so that we can do a quick demonstration. You can also set the oscillations and the recruitment breaths. You can alter the number of recruitment breaths if you want to. In this mode, you would also have to start the recruitment breaths when you're prompted to. To start the mode, you press the start-stop. Then when prompted, press it again. This will deliver your recruitment breaths. If you want additional recruitment breaths, or you wanted to use the recruitment breaths prior to a treatment, you can press the recruitment button and then start-stop to deliver them. To switch the machine off, you switch the on-off button and then you need to tap the screen.